Do you want to know what drives my wife bonkers sometimes besides me? That right there. Look, that is a little over a couple of gallons of water. Now, there's a lot of things to take into account when you're thinking about this. First of all, most faucets that you see here are 2.5 gallons per minute. When you look at the geothermal, what the ground temperature is and what water temperature is and everything else, and if your water heater is like in the garage and this is on the other end of the house, it takes a long time to get hot water to it. Well, we were given a solution that's going to help with that problem, and it is a 2.5 gallon water heater. Now, as you can see by pulling everything out, this has everything it needs to do the job. And the thing that I like about this one the most is, that's how big it is. So it is a subcompact style. It is a 110. You're going to get nice warm water out of this. Now, a few other things that I'll tell you about this is simple. When you look at it, on the back of it, it has a way that you can be able to hang this. So if this was something that you were going to use outside in an outdoor kitchen, maybe in an RV or something like that, you could just put the bracket up against the wall and slide this in it. Now it comes with the sides that are hot and cold on both sides. Also comes with a TMP. If you want to know what that is a temperature and pressure relief valve. It's designed that if the water heater gets too much pressure and too much temperature, over 150, that what it does is it opens up the top of this. It's the same thing that you would have with a regular water heater. Now, this is going to screw on like this, and we're going to install this in. But just to give you a little bit of heads up, what we're going to do is on this cold side, what we're going to do is go from the hot side of the water line over to the cold side of the water heater. And then out of that, we're going to take it back to the sink, back to the dishwasher, whatever you have that you're connecting. The concept is as you go through 2.5 gallons of water, that you're going to be bringing that hot water from your water heater back over to here. So by the time it gets to here, that what it's going to do is it's not going to run as long. It's going to run just a little bit at a time, and it's going to maintain it after that. So that's going to help you. As far as energy costs go, if you are going through 2.5 gallons a day and you wash dishes twice a day and you do that for 7 days a week, 52 weeks out of the year, you can add the math. And as cost of utilities go up and up, especially water, this can get pricey, and this is going to alleviate it. We're going to get this in, and then we're going to get it all running and show you everything about it. Okay, so as you can see, I am disconnecting the hot line to the sink, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cold inlet line, and I am going to hook it up right here. And in doing that, this is how hot water will fill this back up, because of the fact that it is on the hot side. Once you get this tightened, and the only thing that I needed to purchase to do this was I needed 3/8 compression coupling. So I got that from my local hardware store, and I am going to put it on right here. So now we're going to take and put the line that comes from the sink to here, and then I'm going to hold it, tighten it up with my crescent. Now, because these have O-rings in them, you don't have to tighten so far down that they're cinched real tight, because you can, if you get them too tight, break the O-ring. So just get it more than snug. Over the years, you learn to kind of get a feel for it. Now, we are done. And as you see, it fits in there really nice. Now, I do not have it plugged in yet. And the reason that I do not have it plugged in is because of the fact that if you plug this in before you have water in it, which you can hear the water going in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our sink. And you hear that? That is the air escaping out of this 2.5 gallon water heater. Now, this TMP came with this adapter to be able to put this hose on. So I'm going to put this hose to where it comes out just right here, to where if there's any problems, you'll have a puddle of water on. Now, as you can see, I've already got my 2.5 gallons of water in. So now we're going to plug it in, like so. Now, you have a switch right here, a little button right here. This, you can see it right there. It says that it is heating water. Now remember, these things generally go up to about 150 or about 140. But if they start having problems, they can get a little bit warmer. So I don't intend to put mine up that high. But when it gets to the point to where it's heated, it will do that. But I do believe right there is telling us what the temperature of water is coming into it right now. So now we're going to take some time, let this heat up, and we're going to look at it and see what the temperature is if I have it at the 50% mark, and that's where it's at, and we'll come back and look at it when it's warmed up. So it took less than 10 minutes to go from 80 to about 120. And when you do that, already the water is hot. And look how much money you're going to save just by not going through the waiting for hot water. So if you have a house where kitchen, sink, anything is on one side of the house and the water heater's on another, and you would like to be able to get something that's going to shorten that time of waiting by a lot and save you money in the long run, get you one of these.